I found a drum sample that I love, and I was like, let's do it.
No, it's killer. I mean, it's so good that I don't even do anything to them.
That's wild.
I mean, okay, they're going to a bus. They're going to a drum bus, but like that's pretty good, you know. So there's some stuff happening here, but
Yeah.
I mean they're really great. And what did you start with this song again?
There's an arcade sample that's that lead line.
Oh yeah, right.
And then there's a keys bed underneath it that I put.
A lot of drums in this song. There's some big...
It's like there's just like a lot. Like I change drums like every like
yeah,
like 8
which
bars.
was tough. That was tough to
Yeah, I'm
make
sorry.
that work. No. I mean it's all good.
I've been doing that more lately. There's a thing I want to show you.
It's cool.
After
No,
this.
it's great. I mean it's fine.
I used to be so concerned about continuity, and then I was like, but this sounds really good. And I just listened back to the song. I'm like, nope, we're using like all these different sounds.
If I could find that.
So there's the opening drum line.
Right, but I'm trying to find the opening. I hear it. Where is it? Oh, it's all this stuff. So this was what started it. This stuff here.
Yep,
That one. This one.
that's the one.
That's cool.
That's what started the song.
Nice.
Yeah, so like my favorite thing to do with arcade samples is less so use like the whole sample pack and pull one from here, one from another, and blend them together.
Yeah, I think that's really.
It's a shortcut. Some people think it's cheating, but like I now have a greater appreciation for like for sampling music. It's awesome.
There's no cheating. Yeah. So really just like drums. Oh right, and I had a fun time with this one too because this is one where I think I just like looped each set. Usually I like when I mix, I'll try to just keep listening to the whole song through. But more and more now with your stuff, I'm like looping sections and just trying to find ways to keep my interest in like those 8 bars. So this is an example of that. Just this part at the end.
Oh.
You know,
yeah,
just,
I love that.
just like,
love that.
you know, and it's, again, call it cheating, call it whatever, but I would loop these 8 bars and just go, okay, what does it need? And the trick with this guy is to automate the mix on the entire plugin for that 1 bar. What is that? 1
Yeah,
bar?
I was like texting you about this plugin a couple months ago. You're like, oh yeah, no, I use it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's great. And you'll notice I use it on a couple different moments.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to use the same preset, so I used different presets at different times.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's really great for transitions. But I'll use that. I'll use OP1. I'll use Exhale on this one, which is output. Love that. Just stupid.
Oh, nice.
Killer.
It's cool seeing all this for the first time.
Yeah. You know, speaking of cheating, like 1 knob bumper. Oh, we used Reason on this song. How crazy is that?
How? Oh, this is one of the things you added.
Yeah.
I love this part.
I forgot about this too. So I just, listen, you want sidechain? This will do it great. Like it needs it.
That's cool.
You know, it gives it that. I have no idea what that is in Reason, but I remember, you know, we liked it. I remember we liked it. No, it's like some kind of arpeggiator thing in Reason. But that's what I mean by like, I'll loop these sections and just start adding little things. And sometimes we mute it. Like there's something we muted. We got rid of this. There was like this reverse thing in the beginning. Yeah, right. Which I still kind of like, but that's a good example of like, you know, there's no ego with it where you're like, kill it. Very often you'll be like, you'll want to keep it and try it.
Yeah.
And then if you're just like, nah, kill it. All right, we kill it. Like there's no, you know, what the fuck, man? That's my art.
We're leaving it in.
And then, so these are your chords. So I did RX these vocals, you can tell. Let's look at the vocals. Oh wow, so these are all vocoders that we muted and we kept them in for different parts. Just hear these vocals. This was, I usually like the compressor after the auto-tune, but you know, rock and roll, I guess. Whenever people like want a mic at home, I'm like, get an SM7B because it sounds,
I love it.
It sounds great.
I love it.
And people are like, I want a better mic, and I'm like, well, all right.
I've had that thing for, I think, 20 years.
Sounds great. You know, not so shocker. There's very similar stuff on this from the other. Oh, we added some grit on this one. I don't always do that. I add some grit. You know, it's like not even. You know, it's doing stuff, but it's not like reinventing the wheel. This is huge. This is. I don't even know if you know I do this. I send your vocal to sidechain lots of things so that guitars and synths turn down when you're singing.
Oh, yeah. You told me about that.
So it's not a sidechain effect, like pumping effect. It's a sidechain.
It just makes the volume dip so the vocals pop out.
And so let's find a spot. Here we go. So this is on the master of all the synths. So your vocal is turning down. And I really love that because as soon as you stop singing, then a synth can take over, and I really, please steal that, everybody. And there was something else we did differently with this vocal. It sounds a little bit. Is this a different? Let me see. No, we use that. Is it Echo Boy? And yeah. Okay.
I don't know what half this shit is.
Okay, so this is your bus. Yeah. So this is your. That's what I'm hearing. There's like a whole different delay that we usually use. I've been dusting off shelves, forgotten on the cushion, bound to fall down since the weight's not getting up on impossible. And then we hit these vocoders come in. What's the point in pressing on it? Again, on its own, a little ridiculous, but I love.
Blended in, it sounds. It's so weird.
It's pretty wild. What else? So that's the vocals. Let's go. Man, my email. People booking me. I'm getting booked.
The beeps and the boops.
Let's see what's going on here first. Oh, we heard that. Let's hear the chorus or the. Yeah. This is a good example too. I always try to mute things when we're working instead of deleting it because it's not uncommon for us to decide like, oh, we want to bring that back. You know, in a few weeks. It's like, oh wait, where is that thing? So I try not to delete anything, and that's also why I save everything. I make duplicate playlists of everything. Yeah, I don't delete anything because even when I commit it, I will keep the tracks here because I always want to be able to get back to like a an original.
Something you can edit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say no. Like I don't want to say no. Like oh no, we can't do that. Like I try to not say that. What's going on here? Arcade bass, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like acoustic bass in there too, a couple times.
I think it's just for like bass slides and a couple like random fills.
Interesting.
Yeah, they going back to continuity. Like, I'm like, I can't do it on the synth. So
Incredible. Incredible. Out of control. Out of control. I'm just gonna turn my email off.
Ding.
Yeah.
Ding.
Let's see. This one's actually a little simpler, even though there's kind of crazy stuff going on. But
oh yeah, I was trying to be Panic at the Disco for a verse.
Panic at the Disco.
That's what this was trying to be.
Whoa! I hear it now that you say it. My niece thinks I look like that guy.
Oh, Brandon.
I don't know.
Brandon Urie?
He quit music, so we're good.
Did he really?
Yeah, he quit.
Damn.
So this was an interesting part. You had all these like Tycho. I think we both love like huge Tycho drums and little glockenspiels.
I'm into it.
Which these sound like I wasn't mad at these when you sent them.
You did something to them. They sound
Oh
way
no,
better.
yeah, they sound good. And then I did add it didn't load today, but the contact ones loaded. Which they sound just stupid. Yeah, they sound just crazy.
Thank you.
And then I did add even more East-West ones, but they didn't load today, and I already wasted an hour trying to load shit. So, hire me. That's a pretty common thing I do with Dave too. I'm like, hey, I might have pushed this in the wrong direction. Like I'm trying to get fired. Like,
Oh, I like that. Like those are my favorite texts. When it's like, I'm trying to get fired on this one. And it's like, all right, let's see how weird it got.
Well, and I mean, there's been times with other artists. I always like to add something that like one, I want someone to go like, how the hell did you guys make that sound? One, or two, just even if people don't ask me, I try to give something where it's like, whoa, that's different, or just to give you the option. And half the time we just mute it, the other half of the time we use it.
I feel like we're at a spot now where like it's like 3 out of every 4 times it's getting in there.
Yeah, but I like that I can push it too far. And there's been times where we have. And I like that because it defines a sound, right? I mean, okay, that's too much. And there's specific things I can remember doing that were kind of hilarious. But there's other things where, I don't know, it's just worth try all that stuff. Even on some of the older stuff, we used to run more and more out to pedals. We got to start doing that again.
I'd be down for that.
Let's see. Let's go. So we got the Tycho. Oh.
Yeah, that drop was sick.
So this was one where, and again, I have the freedom to say like, Dave didn't do this, but I was like, I'm gonna add a mute there.
I remember listening to this. I listened to this mix, and the drop, the cut happened, and I was like, oh shit, I'm in my kitchen. And my kids are just watching me because I have my headphones on. And I was like, he's going to bring it back in right here. And it's like, bam. I was like, yeah, I love this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you said add that crash there, which works too. But yeah, I mean, I know it's like a stupid little thing. But
it makes it though. Like this song has a lot of fun little things like that.
What else? Oh, this is interesting. So this is that Lossy. I've been obsessed with this plugin. Just like
you like weird shit.
Yeah. I like weird shit. Just that. How that got in there? I don't even know. Why is that there? But I love that stuff. But if you take it away...
No, but in context with the vibes, it sounds good.
It just sounds like a little broken record thing in the background.
Yeah. It's a nice transition.
Maybe I'm crazy.
No, I'm with that.
I didn't think the pedal, I'm like torn about buying the pedal version because it's like a pretty expensive version. But the plugin is cool. What else? We didn't look at the guitar. Look. Oh, there. Okay, there's the chorus in parallel. So. Yeah, much more reasonable on this one. The bridge section. That's a cool drum patch too. All right.
And those live drums are just arcade samples.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's amazing. There's also like, there's I think we're glossing over the amount of automation that's happening. There's a lot of automation that happens on these songs. I tend to use, if it's volume automation, it's usually you. I will use like a volume trim automation. There's very often we'll mix in effects just for certain moments. There's vocoder up, fading in of vocoders. Some very slight changes here, bring things down, fade things out. It's so easy to look at a mix and be, this was quick and easy, but it's pretty. We should have calculated the time for these, but
yeah, I kind of don't want to know that.
yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's
this one's probably a lot.
This, and actually, what's funny because this one seems fairly straightforward right now, but it's I don't know if it is.
Well, it's like there's like 12 different drum sets in here, or whatever it was. Like,
yeah. But what else? Anything else you want to add?
That was a silly session.
Oh, this one. This isn't the craziest. I don't know which is the craziest. I mean,
oh no, like for me, like just from an instrument standpoint, because this is part of an EP where I was trying to. Well, not necessarily trying to, but I was like, well, what happens if I don't start it with guitar? What if I start it with like a synth? And that's what I did, I think, for all 4 of the songs. And,
yeah.
And they ended up being like more synth dominant, which is kind of cool.
Well, that happened over time too. I mean, I think when you go back and listen to this with earlier stuff, it's very drum set, electric guitar based. Yeah. I mean, you grew up just doing rock stuff, and so like now it's almost the opposite, right? It's almost like synthetic based.
Yeah.
What is that? Why and slash,
Well, like what my I took a 3-year break from music before getting back into it and doing Brooks of York. But prior to that, like the rock band I was in, I always wanted to have like not all the songs, but some songs be softer and be a bit more dynamic. And it's hard to get 3 or 4 or 5 people in a room to agree on that, especially when it's like, hey, here's the song, but it's also conceptual. So with this, I just found myself going to like more anticlimactic choruses, more chill vibes. And as I got like more comfortable in that realm, I'm like, all right, well, like, how do we make this just more relaxed synths? But like this, the last song, Purple One, is like almost like energetic, which is kind of different, I feel, for me. But I don't know, it's been fun to like just play more in the box.
Yeah.
Messing with synths and just trying to pull out different sounds that I don't normally mess with.
Yeah, I mean, I think back in the rock band days too, I think we were always people that were like, even as guitar players, like trying to get more synths, and even like I'm not against backing tracks live and drum machines, and I'm against certain things in them, but I love playing the drum machines and stuff, and I feel like I'm always having to convince people to do that. But it brings such a different level of production to the live show, but also back into the we haven't played these live yet, and I know we're talking about doing that.
That's the next step,
which is going to be a very interesting step, because that's kind of the beauty of these sessions is like there's no concern with how to do it live, and I think that's the best way to make music, by the way. Like, no, I don't think there should be.
I'm with it. I used to believe that like the record had to be as close as it could to the live set. Now I'm just like, no, let's make the record, and then when it comes time to play it live, let's figure that out, because it's going to sound different.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's like, well, let's embrace it.
I mean, there's worlds where it could sound exactly like it, but
I don't have that much money.
Yeah, it's about the money and time and all that. But yeah, I also love hearing things different. I mean, you want the show to be, you want to hear the songs. It needs to be the same artist-ish. Like, it can't be like totally different. But yeah,
I think as long as the core concepts are there, like the melodies there, the lyrics are there. It's if people are coming out to see that particular artist, they recognize the song, and then beyond that, do whatever you want.
Yeah.